Greg Owens came to, and Blaine and Dara came to me about a year and a half ago now, and were wanting us to do a sculpture together. We had done a small wall sculpture for the City Hall when the City Hall moved across the street. We've now done 7 sculptures. It started with the Sammy Star that's out in front of our Performing Arts Center. We worked hand in hand with Camp Foster and did the Flames of Camp Foster for their centennial kind of celebration, you know, that really has spurred it on. From there, the Lakes Arts Center commissioned us to make a tree of the Lakes Arts Center. We've made some sculptures on campus through generous donations, through Rembrandt, funded our cognition sculpture out in front of the high school, our apple in front of the elementary. One year we didn't have anyone to sponsor or fund us, and we used just our scrap metal and made the feathers inside the commons area.
Everybody was so positive about the sculpture that we had in the lobby here that we knew at some point we would want to go back and see what the possibilities were. So it turned out to be a larger project than anybody anticipated.
And kind of all of us at the same moment kind of had the epiphany of, wouldn't it be nice to put one on the corner of Spirit Lake, of the 9 and 71 corner.
Where 9 and 71 come together is the focal point. We kind of view that as the entrance in a way. It was the J-term students that came up with the ultimate design, and of course did all the fabrication and building of the sculpture itself. Well, hopefully people will take advantage once that pad is poured of the opportunity to get down there and get closer, because you can't appreciate all of the detail and the things that they've put into that without getting up close.
I haven't done any of the welding on the piece. The kids do all the welding. My role is really cutting out some pieces, kind of just getting them supplied with the things they need. The cool part about teaching is when you give the kids ownership and watching them do things. And you know, I think oftentimes in education we coddle kids too much, and we don't think they can accomplish what their really potential is. And you know, the presenting to the board for approval of the sculpture is a great example of that, because the kids pitched the idea, the kids made the sculpture, you know, and to see youth do that, and you know, and is a powerful thing.
And the students had put together a film, and the response from the council was overwhelmingly positive, and the response from the public to those people that saw the video was also overwhelmingly positive. The city applied for an Iowa Arts Council grant. We were hoping to get $10,000. We were not one of the successful applicants last year for that, which we were pretty disappointed about, but that's understandable. Those things happen. Long story short, the council made sure the school understood that even if the grant didn't come through, the council was committed to funding. So the materials were estimated at about $15,000. They came in a little under that. And then of course the city knew that it would have to build an appropriate foundation for the sculpture. My hope, and I think it's happening, is that as these J-term students do more of these art pieces that you see around, that private businesses are going to be approaching the school, and because you know there's only so many places at the school that you can put those things, and my understanding is that's happening.
It is an expense to pay for the materials, but you know, in return, the business or organization is getting a heck of a deal, because they're basically paying for the materials and a small like-kind donation to the art department, and not paying for the man hours or anything else. It would cost triple, if not quadruple, the amount if you were to pay an individual artist to make a sculpture. It's an amazing process, and something they take a high deal of ownership in. They know that, you know, 50 years from now they're going to be able to show their grandkids, hey, I made that, and that's a pretty cool thing. You know, it's not just going to go in the fridge at home and be gone in the trash in 2 weeks.
I don't think at this point we'd ever trade that for something smaller in one of the parks, and that doesn't mean something like that might not be done someday, but that's going to be a landmark.